This is the plaintiff, Vivian Coates. She says she had just parked her car in a spot when she felt a breeze, heard a bang, and then saw her van go up and down. The defendant in a big green truck hit her car and damaged it big time. Thank God she wasn't just a bit slower when she got out, because she would have surely been pinned against the car and injured badly. Bottom line, she wants the $3,031.94 to fix her car and is suing for just that today. These are the defendants, Stephanie Smith and Dan Roberts. Stephanie says she and the plaintiff had a mutual bump, as one was pulling out of a space and the other was pulling in. If you really want to boil it down, the bump was more the plaintiff's fault than hers. And if you ask her, no one owes nobody nothing. They're accused of going bumpity bump.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Vivian Coates, you are suing Stephanie Smith and Dan Roberts for $3,031.94, the amount you say it is going to take to fix your car, have a rental car, and $150 for a lawyer. And we'll get into that momentarily. What happened? You had a car accident with her?
Well, on March the 9th, I was getting finished work and I wanted to stop past the store. In our neighborhood, there's a dollar store. So I had parked my car.
Okay. Come on up to the drawing here.
Okay.
And pick a car to be you, pick a car to be her. Does that look like the parking lot? Is that how it is?
Yes, this is the store.
Okay.
And I had parked my car here.
Okay.
And I had just exited my car.
Okay.
And as I got to the bumper here, I felt this gush of wind. It wasn't even windy that day.
Okay.
But it was a nice day, clear, dry day. And then I heard this crush. And as I turned around, I had just got right here to the bumper of my car. As I turned around, I see my van go up and down on that side. There was an empty spot right here, and she took and hit my van like that. It didn't go that, but she hit and scraped the whole side.
Where does she put her car where it ends up?
Somewhere like this.
Okay.
And I was standing right here, and the bumper on my vehicle, the scrapes on the bumper, I don't know how she missed me. If I was just a little bit slower walking, she would have pinned me. She would have pinned me up against my van.
Okay. Go ahead and step back.
So, after she hit my car, I turned around. I was in shock because the lady almost hit me. She hit my parked car. She gets out. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry, miss. I'm so sorry. My husband's going to kill me. Our insurance is going to go up. Oh, my God. I felt compassion for the lady because my profession, I'm a home health aide. I take care of people, okay? To make a long story short, when it was, all said and done, I was hugging her, rubbing her back, telling her everything's going to be fine.
Okay. Apparently not, though, because I can't help but notice that y'all are here.
She said, I'm going to pay for whatever damages is to your car.
Okay.
I said, that's fine. I said, what I'm going to do is...
You did not call the police?
No.
And you did not call the police because someone who you'd met 32 seconds earlier had told you that they would pay you and you believed them?
Something just, I don't know, with the fear of almost getting hit and being tired. It was the end of my day, and thinking that this lady is honest, for some reason, I don't know why. She just...
I know, but the thing is that people who are in your shoes, and I always counsel people over and over again, you've got to call the police when you have an accident that's not your fault.
And I should.
And you ask, you know what? I have no choice. That's what my insurance requires. You know what? I have no choice. My husband will kill me. You know what? I can't because I watch People's Court.
Right.
And Judge Milian says you always have to call the police. Right. So you don't call police, and then what happens?
I had walked in the dollar store, got a couple items. I went right...
You went shopping anyway at the dollar store?
I just got a couple
so shook
things.
Up. Did she go shopping too at the dollar store?
She went in, but it was the end of my day, so what I did is I was in Williamstown, so...
You were too tired to call the police, but you were not too tired to shop at the dollar store.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Yes.
I never, ever been in a car accident, never had anything like this happen.
So what ends up happening? You take it to, and you're not too tired to go straight to the
I went straight.
body shop
I went straight to KB. It's a car place where
and so
my
they
family,
give you an estimate,
right?
And the estimate is in the $500 range,
right.
So you take it to them the next day at their house.
So when I got to her house, Stephanie came to the door. I gave her the estimate. Then
do you have pictures
her
of the
husband
damage?
came out.
Do you have pictures? Let me see. So her husband comes out, and what happened?
Her husband comes out. They walk over to my car. So he says he has friends or something that he could possibly, you know, take a look at the car and fix it. So at this time, I'm thinking it's just body work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think it's just body work to my car. So then...
this is a 1998 what?
Plymouth Voyager.
Okay.
I had to take my daughter out to the store. So we were riding. My daughter says, "Mommy, what's that noise?" And I said, "What noise?" She had her window down. I didn't. I rolled my window down. You could hear it real faint, like a on the left side where she hit. I didn't have that noise before.
Did you take it back to your mechanic?
Yes, I did.
And did he give you a new estimate?
Yes, he did.
How did he find out what that was?
He took it for a test drive himself.
Okay. And then the new estimate now was how much?
$2,400 and something.
It was a lot of money. All right.
Yeah.
So now what do? You call them or do you go to the house?
I went to her house
And when
the
you went
second
to her house,
day.
what happened?
She came to the door with her baby in her arms, and I said, "Stephanie," I said, "I'm here to get your insurance information because I think it's better that we go through the insurance with this."
And so did she give it to you?
No. He looked at me and he said, "Oh, you're here today. Yesterday, you told me you were going to let me fix your car. Now you're back here today wanting to change your story." He said, "I can change my story too." He said, "How I know the accident happened like you said it happened? You could have hit me."
Okay. How'd the accident happen?
She has most of it correct. The thing was, as I was pulling into the parking lot, she was backing out. We bumped slightly.
So according to you, she's inside the car?
Right.
This is not a slight bump, my friend. This is a scrape that you... I see the
no,
corner
no.
of your truck is missing the paint, and the entire side of her van is scraped.
That wasn't
That's not a
like
bump.
that when the accident happened. It was only a little itty-bitty mark on her.
Maybe you and I just call two different things, little itty and bitty. Because I'm looking at a scrape that goes in this picture from virtually the tail light all the way to the front.
No, that's not from me, Your Honor. That is not the marks that I did to her van. No, ma'am. No.
Is this the same sweet little thing, crying, falling apart, talking about how her husband was going to kill her that day?
Absolutely not.
All right. Can I ask you a question? What do you suppose she did? Take another car and crash up her car to pin it on you?
That's not the vehicle, Your Honor. If it is the vehicle, that's not the mark that I made. I swear, the mark on this thing
It's not the vehicle. If it is the vehicle, it's not my mark. And
where's that paperwork from her estimate with saying the van and everything else on there?
Okay. She's in, according to you, let's get through, while you're looking for that, go ahead and look for that. And she says she gets out of the van after you hit it?
Yes.
Okay. And according to you, she is pulling out. Why don't you come up and I want you to actually show me where the cars are then when it hits, if she's pulling out. So get that red truck out of there. I don't know whose truck that is, but it's annoying me. Okay,
it's like this. She's pulling out.
Yeah.
She's right about here. I'm pulling in,
so
and I
according
bump.
to you, she's pulled out a little bit.
It's right like this, and it's like right on the tail. Literally, it touched my
Okay, but
vehicle.
why? If she's pulling out of a parking spot, then the accident would still be your fault, wouldn't it? Because she's not.
That's why I wanted to call the cops.
Okay, you did not paint her doing anything wrong. If she's coming out and you have misjudged your turn, right? That just means you cut it a little wide.
Right, I did,
okay.
and I
so you
admitted to that.
acknowledge that the accident was your fault.
Right.
Okay, so now the two of you get out, and you wanted to call the cops.
I did immediately, but
and
she
said
no.
Why?
I don't know why, but when I looked at the damage and saw, there's not damage to his truck,
Is the
and
car
I'm not
insured?
going to press the issue.
Is the car's insured?
Absolutely.
And why don't you give her your insurance information?
Because it's after the fact.
And it's not what we agreed to.
It's after the fact, and I agreed that I would pay, but I'm not giving some random person my insurance information. It all
She's
seems
not a
very
random person. The person you hit, you have to give her your insurance information, or you have to pay for it. You could choose not to give it to them, but then if I find that she's out $3,000, you're the ones who are going to pay it because you didn't involve your insurance. That's what you pay premiums for.
Well,
so you don't have to go through this.
We offered the insurance information to the responding officer the next
But
morning,
it's not
and
the
he
officer.
said,
What the law says is that when you have an accident, you guys are supposed to trade your information.
Which
and,
I
you know,
wanted- oh, I'm sorry.
And the fact that you got lucky, because in the end, you're the one responsible party for the accident. The fact that you got lucky, well, it's after the fact. I don't have to give it to her now. Where did you get that exception?
I didn't say that.
That's what she said. It's after the fact. That was your wife's exact phrase.
That's not. I don't speak for her.
At the house, when she's at your door, she says that you said to her, well, you change your story, I could change my story too. Did you get mad and say something that sounds like that?
Absolutely not. I just disagree that the damage between my vehicle and hers could conceivably be credibly caused in a 3-mile-an-hour bump in a parking lot to the severity of what she's claiming.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. If you were in a car accident and the other person said, oh, I swear, I'm good for it, don't call the cops, I'll work it out, would you do it?
I don't think so. It'd be difficult to know exactly what the repercussions would be, so it'd be better to get
But
some.
if they're so convincing, would you do it?
I would do it.
You would?
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends. I would get all their information. I would see.
But you would trust them, bottom line.
It depends what they're driving to.
Oh, a better car, you trust them more. Oh, so that's the way it works. So what do you think?
Cash only or call the cops.
Okay, that's the kind of cynic I like. Going inside the courtroom.
Now, you are driving a car that is a 1998 van, and it has a Blue Book value that is significantly less than what the repairs are. All you are entitled to in court is for the amount that you're actually out. You are capped at the total loss value of your loss, and the total loss value is significantly less than these repairs. And of course, if you get that, you don't get $500 for rental. And you want $150 for a lawyer for what?
Because when we went to mediation, here we go with mediation again, they tried to, they've been lying this whole time, but she tried to say that they weren't even in the proximity. She wasn't even there at the time my car got hit. So I tried
You're saying because she said she didn't want to talk about it?
No, because her husband said, I have my wife's time card here. And the time that she says that her car got hit, my wife was at work. So I felt as though I needed to bring in some type of proof to prove that me and her was in that vicinity at the same time.
Okay,
so the only
vicinity,
proof,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only proof that I felt like I could get was us walking into the store, just like she says, if I wasn't pulling out, I wasn't even in my vehicle when she hit my parked car. How can I say it? She's saying
you have video of you walking in the store. Wait. You have video of you walking in the store.
I walk in the store, and then a couple seconds later,
play the video of you walking in the store. Play a video of you walking in the store so I can see how you were pulling out of the parking lot.
That's me. I'm in my scrubs. Okay. That's me. And then a couple seconds later, you see Stephanie walk through the door. That's her right there.
All right. So several seconds later, she's walking in the door.
So how can
Which makes it highly unlikely that you're pulling out at the time that the car accident happens, and Stephanie's a liar. Yep. Okay. That ended up. How did that cost you $150?
Because I couldn't just get the tape from Dollar Deals. I had to. They wouldn't give it to me. They said the only way you could get the tape was if you had a lawyer to subpoena the tape.
Can I see the proof that you paid a lawyer $150 to subpoena the tape?
Yes.
The Blue Book value of the vehicle is $1,095.
Okay.
Okay? And the cost, let me see the cost of the lawyer, the proof of the cost of the lawyer.
I gave it to the officer.
I'm sorry. Do you have the actual check?
I gave it to them.
I understand. Didn't it come back to you, or don't you have your bank records? Because this is the carbon copy. Anybody could just make this up.
No.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you 10 days to give me proof that this check got cashed by these people for that amount.
Okay.
Because a carbon, I could take my checkbook with a carbon. I could write whatever I want. I could come in and go like that.
That's
and I can't,
true.
so I can't, you know.
Okay.
I've been around the block a few times. Okay.
Thank you.
All righty. So I'm going to give you 10 days for that, and the judgment in your favor is in the amount of $1,245.
Thank you.
Well, the introduction of that dramatic video at the end of this case busts the defendants. Come on in here. What's your reaction to this?
I completely disagree with the judge. I don't believe for a second that the photographic evidence of the damage has any way it proves that the damage that's on her van is from the impact at all. And the fact that there's video of the two of them coming into the store, just a few minutes apart of each other, doesn't mean that she wasn't in the vehicle when the impact took place. That's all. It doesn't mean that at all.
You said she was leaving when the accident took place.
No.
She was coming in.
She was coming in the vehicle.
All I said was she was in the vehicle.
That's all she said.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, just head right down this way. Okay, let's see what she has to say about coming out on the winning end of this case. Step in here. Are you satisfied how this finally worked out?
Yes, yes. The
Very
judge is-
dramatic.
The judge was very fair. I'm very pleased with how everything worked out.
You were almost killed?
Yes, I could have been killed. You know, and she never even said, "Miss, you okay?" or anything. You know, so I'm glad it just worked out the way it did, because they've been trying to get out of it ever since it happened. You know, pay me anything. So.
Well, they said you were trying to scam them. Did you scratch up the rest of your car like that?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Okay, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, the plaintiff submitted the evidence, paid her lawyer, and got the $150. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.